Welcome to Safe Money Retirement Radio with your host, Tim Wood. Tim is a retirement and income specialist, certified financial fiduciary, and founder of SafeMoneyRetirement.com, primarily serving Western North Carolina, East Tennessee, and Southwest Virginia. But he's sought after nationally for his expertise in helping people secure their retirements. Mr. Wood is a licensed life insurance professional in multiple states and specializes in working with people who are near retirement and those who are already retired with wealth management, income planning, and asset protection strategies. And now, here to talk with you about securing your retirement, your host, Tim Wood.
Thank you for joining me this week. I'm Tim Wood, host of Safe Money Retirement Radio. I specialize in asset and retirement protection and income planning. If there's one thing we're tired of in America, it's fake news. We are constantly bombarded with information that we just simply can't trust. We have news organizations that are more like tabloid newspapers. We have politicians that can look us right in the eye while lying about everything they say. We have financial news that brings on so-called experts telling us the market will keep going up, only to find out one day that everything they said was driven by greed, wishful thinking, and very likely a conflict of interest. Unfortunately, this happens all too often and a day too late for many of the clients I have worked with during prior market crashes. Will Rogers once said, "Shrewdness in public life all over the world is honored, while honesty in public men is generally attributed to dumbness and is seldom rewarded." In other words, if you tell the truth, people will think less of you than if you demonstrate power. I don't think anybody would argue that the power of persuasion dominates today's world and honesty is being swept aside. Now, let me be clear. I am not questioning the intentions of fake news promoters. It's impossible to always know someone's intentions. A person can be completely well-intentioned but also ignorant and still harm those who follow their advice. Dennis Prager once said, "Intentions don't matter." Like Dennis Prager or not, that is a true statement. For example, if I don't intend to run a red light, but I do, I can still hurt someone, no different than if I ran the red light on purpose. Fake news is fake news regardless of intentions. Here's something that's not fake news. My Safe Money Retirement, Your Game Plan for Success book. It's a must-have retirement educational tool that is full of common sense advice. Also make sure to ask for my complimentary customized Safe Money Retirement Information Kit when you call. Common sense isn't that common in today's world. So call now to get your free copy, no obligation whatsoever. My number is 844-905-SAFE. Again, that's 844-905-7233. Let me be completely truthful here. You might hear advertisements say absolutely no risk or guaranteed growth without clarifying the purpose of that growth. First of all, there is nothing that has absolutely no risk. The very air we breathe is not guaranteed, so how can anything have absolutely no risk? Secondly, guarantees are always backed up by something, and it's essential to know what is backing up those guarantees. In the case of fixed index annuities, their guarantees are backed up by the claims paying ability of the highly rated insurance carriers I work with. As an independent agent, I choose what insurance carriers and clients I work with, and I only work with the very top rated companies. You also have a choice. It's your money, not mine. My point is, why not get away from the risk you don't have to take? If you can reach your goals with guarantees and mitigate the most obvious risk of market losses, why take that risk? Unfortunately, many financial plans don't offer products or planning with growth or lifetime income guarantees. Many plans are based entirely on hypothetical growth. You've heard me before call those if-come plans. Now, how can you tell if something is fake news? It's not that hard, but you have to be paying attention. The best way to know if something is fake or real is by its consistency. If you hear the same message year after year after year in different circumstances, there's a good chance it's true. For example, how many times have you heard financial advertising that talks about the potential of growth leading all the way up to a market correction? Where are all those advertisements after the market crash? All of a sudden, all the advertisements disappear from the financial shows. It's like magic. It's easy to sell into a bubble, but the enthusiasm for risk becomes very quiet once that bubble pops. If you're like most people in America, you can't afford the penalties of fake financial news. The guaranteed growth income planning solutions we design can provide you compounded growth that provides you income you may never outlive. Find out more by calling us at 844-905-SAFE. There's absolutely no obligation, and make sure that you ask for a copy of my Safe Money Retirement, Your Game Plan to Success book when you give us a call. Here's one thing that you should know by now. My message has never changed. Since Safe Money Retirement Radio has been live, I've been telling you that protection of principal, guaranteed growth for the purpose of lifetime income, having income you may not outlive, and retirement strategies that allow you the potential to participate in the credited interest of market growth while limiting the impact of market losses should be cornerstones for those of you who are approaching or are already in retirement. Now, these guarantees are backed up by the claims paying ability and financial strength of the highly rated insurance carriers that we work with. What good is it to make money only to lose it? What good is it to have income not knowing if it will be there the rest of your life? That makes it if-come. Investment strategies with hypothetical returns might be okay for the young and the very wealthy. Young people have time to recover from losses, and extremely rich people are still wealthy even if they lose half of their retirement funds. Don't buy into fake financial news with your retirement money. Play it safe and give us a call today at 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233. I hope you've enjoyed Safe Money Retirement Radio this week. Unfortunately, we're out of time today. Thanks for listening, and until next time at the same time, I'm Tim Wood reminding you to stay safe so you can step into a secure future.
You've been listening to Safe Money Retirement Radio with your host, Tim Wood. Find out how to contractually guarantee that your hard-earned money is safe while avoiding market loss so you can have the retirement that you deserve. Call Tim Wood now for your complimentary Safe Money Retirement book and information kit at 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233. Or contact him online at safemoneyretirement.com. The preceding information does not represent tax, legal, or investment advice. Surrender charges applied to base annuity contracts. Optional lifetime income benefit riders are used to calculate lifetime payments only and are not available for cash surrender or a death benefit unless specified in the annuity contract. The tax consequences of annuity income should be considered with the help of a licensed tax professional. Listeners should be aware of IRS penalties for withdrawing funds from an annuity before age 59 and a half. Fees may apply. Annuity guarantees are based on the insurance company's financial strength and claims-paying ability. No information presented today should be acted upon without meeting with a qualified licensed professional. Obviously, by calling us now, you are taking just the first step towards protecting your retirement. It is important that you read all insurance contract disclosures carefully before making a purchase decision. Rates and returns mentioned on this program may vary based on state availability and are subject to change without notice. Are you age 59 and a half or older and still working? Did you know that you may be able to move some or all of your retirement money to an individual retirement account without any taxes? Why keep your money in your employer's plan with management fees, exposure to significant market risk, and limited options for guaranteed lifetime income that you cannot outlive? What will happen to your plan at work if the market crashes? Call Tim now for retirement planning that will protect what you've worked so hard for and create a retirement that is safe and secure. Call 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233.